昔あんまり
劉備とも私も
やっ
この谷に参陣したが攻め上げなそれがしに任せ光る
あんたにヒート
Hey, Asabi, can you hear me? Awesome. There's a little bit of delay, but have you played the game actually? stutters a lot less now on PC. Still, there's some dips, but overall it's still playable. I don't remember this map. Is this one? Oh yeah. Let me try and see if I can remove that. Feel like it's too late, not sure. Let me see. Give me the latest. Okay, found it. Okay, I just disabled it. Sorry about that. Well, yeah, I assumed that maybe there would be some idiots that would be spamming. So that's why I enabled it. Okay. So right now I'm kind of under geared for these guys, even the weaklings can kill you. Yeah, I think that's better for you if you haven't played yet, because you're probably gonna experience a much better game than what all of us have been playing for the first few weeks. Because now it's a lot less, it's a lot smoother. It's actually, this is New Game Plus is actually the difficulty that it should have been from the beginning, I think, because this is actually how a Souls-like game should be played. Because the normal difficulty was too easy. Even with the stutters, I was able to kill all the bosses in one shot. But here, it's the other way around. They one-shot me a lot. And I'm kind of under-geared because I decided to switch up my weapon gameplay. I'm using a 1-star weapon and only upgraded it 4 times. But the main story, I cleared it with better weapons like this one, which is 4-star weapon up times. It's just that the weapons in this game are... That's actually the biggest weak point. the weapons are... I couldn't find a weapon I like. So when you combine speed, range, damage, and all these things, and the moveset, it's hard to find something that I like as much as, for example, in Neo. For example, this is now the weapon I like because it's fast enough, has good range, and has some kind of good good moves. Before I was using this weapon, which is a little bit slow. It has almost no range. It was really annoying because you deflect, for example, and you want to counterattack quickly. The range is just not there, and it's kind of annoying. The special moves here, when you see the square and triangle, it's random. Means you can get something with really good stats, but the moveset could be something you don't like. For example, this move is good to in certain situations because she jumps in the air, and then I can follow up with attack from above. This one has good range and many hits, but it's not really the best. So a lot of times I stick to 1-star weapons that are weak, just because the moveset is better. So right now I'm trying to use the spear, even though it's kind of end game, and I'm using a weak weapon, just so that the game drops more frequently the spear. Because the game, like the randomness here is that the weapon you use is gonna be the one that's gonna be dropped the most frequently, the weapon type. So I want this type of fast spear to drop so that I can get higher star and maybe better movesets, because right now I don't have the triangle moveset. Yeah, that's kind of the gist of it. Yeah, Neo, the thing here is that there is no skill tree for the weapons. So in Neo you can stick to one weapon and build the skill tree that you like and fits your playstyle. In Wulong, in terms of weapons, you have no choice. It's literally basically square, which is the button you use to farm spirit, or like mana or the key. So this, you have no choice. It's like the button you spam a lot. And then you have 3 spirit attacks with the triangle. This one, the R1 square, and then some weapons with 3 stars, I think. They have also triangle plus R1, which is another spirit attack. Like for example, if I switch to this weapon, it has basic attacks. It has it has this is the triangle. R1 plus triangle. R1 plus square. And you have no choice in this. It's literally random. So that's why I stick to really weak weapons, just because the moveset is good. For example, this one has good stats and has good upgrades, a good drop. So I was trying to use this, and then I found one of the skills is so bad. For example, this one is really fast. It's the staff. It reminds me of like the tonfas from Neo. I like tonfas. So it's really fast and has good, decent range. But look at the special skills. So this one has good range, but it's kind of slow. But it's okay. It's still usable in some situations. But I need one spirit attack that's fast and has range. So this is R1 plus square. This is one of the worst moves. I've tried to use it. Not only she's in the air, she goes in the air. I thought she's gonna at least give me some iframes, but no iframes. So you still get hit even if you are in the air like this. And a lot of times the enemy moves because it's slow, and it's kind of a weird move where the enemy goes behind me and I miss. So this one misses a lot. It's one of the worst moves in the game, honestly. And then this is R1 plus triangle. So she has like very long swing, open to attacks, and she's vulnerable, and it's really slow. And the range of her final moves, which deals the most damage, It's not much. So the range is like really short, even though she's using a staff. That's why this weapon, even though it has good stats, I'm not using it because it sucks. So this is kind of my biggest complaint, honestly, once you make the game not stutter as much. This is probably the biggest concern. Even though like the number of stars is actually not a big deal, the difference between 1 star and higher stars is the number of skills you get. So if you look at this is the one I'm using. Where did I go? So this one, yeah, I can. Can I use the mouse? Yeah, I can use the mouse. Can you see my mouse, Asami? For example, this one, yeah, I think I can use. So the number of skills here, I only have one for 1 star, and the number of sub skills you have here is proportional to the number of stars. So if I go to the staff I just showed earlier, so it has a lot of nice sub skills here. So these skills, they are random, but you can change them. So this is the thing that you have control over if you want to build a specific build. For example, you want to go for fire accumulation or poison or ice or anything. So you can do some tweaking here, and you can transfer certain skills to others. So these skills are kind of end game type of roles where you keep trying to get something better. And so I don't really care that much about this. What I do care about is what moves are here. Well, like the R1 plus square or triangle. And the stats. The attack stat, I think it's not that much of a big deal. But I do try to get something with as much spirit attack as possible. But this varies a lot depending on the type of weapon you are using. So the faster the weapon, the less usually you have attack and spirit attack. And I prefer fast gameplay, so it kind of sucks for me. And these stats here are stuff that scales similar to Neo. It scales with some of your other stats. The stats you have here, the wood, fire, earth, and whatnot. I keep them balanced. I always go for a balanced build. That way I don't have to worry about like those kind of stats. I can switch gear without worrying. So in terms of gear, like protective gear, so I'm just using the lightest stuff. Like here, you see it's the light armor type of gear, just because I prefer faster playstyle. But it has the lowest defense. That's part of the reason why I get killed very easily if I don't deflect correctly. And yeah, you can go for the heavy stuff. I usually just sell the heavy stuff because I never play it. Maybe the green should have maybe went with the green. So the problem here I notice is ranking. Right now, ranking up new gear is really hard. So I need material, and it's hard to get some certain type of material. So even if I want to switch to heavy gear to have higher defense, for example, I will probably end up with much lower defense, just because I'm gonna start from a lower upgrade and have to walk my way up, and I don't have really the material to do that. For example, if I start with this one, it's gonna take me forever. But this one got lucky because it's already upgraded 8 times, so this is not a bad idea. But even though, actually, it's still a light armor, so this doesn't help. But something like this is medium armor, so it gives me good agility and also some higher defensive stats. But I don't have enough material to upgrade them. So we're probably gonna be struggling a little bit in this end game until I get a little bit better gear and hopefully a better weapon, and then it should be a little bit easier. So I just saw your question. What's the special effects? You mean the ones yeah, you mean around here? These are some of them are generic. For example, range damage is increased. Spirit damage is received is reduced. So these are generic. Some of them are specific to elements. For example, stun attack power. I use stuff similar to the jutsu and magic from Neo. So these are the ones at the bottom right. So I use these 4 just because they are the most useful. The others are, I don't think they are that useful. So those, how can I show them without being... Yeah, I need to go back to upstairs there. But yeah, so those are similar to jutsu. For example, I have the fire field here to inflict burn and also fire damage. And I do use the spirit accumulation with this. So the more I deflect and do damage, the faster I get spirit for my beast. So I usually just use the tiger. This tiger just fights with me, fights enemies with me, and stays on the field for quite some time. And honestly, I just look at one speedrunner and he's using this build and I just copied. There are many other spirits, but I found the tiger pretty useful to staggering enemies and chasing down some enemies that move a lot. And it does quite good spirit damage. And the last one is this. So this allows me, when I do damage and deflect, to farm spirit faster. So this is like similar to Neo, where you take I think it's the water talisman, not talisman, spirit water, the one that regenerates ki faster. So this one helps with that in the middle of a fight. So these are the ones I use. The others I honestly think they are kind of useless, not as convenient to use. And so far I'm just going with the generic build. I don't think the game is difficult enough to justify going for niche type of builds. Like I try to go for fire damage, but it's just I don't think it matters that much. It's mostly the game is all about how good you are at deflecting and reading the enemy moves, and hopeful, and you just need to cross your fingers on PC that the game doesn't stutter. That's it. Okay, so now I don't remember where I was supposed to go. You see me a lot, like breaking boxes a lot. I'm just looking for arrows, because I really like to have a lot of arrows. Oh yeah, actually I can just go here. The wizard dispels. Yeah, this is the skill tree that you have a little bit of control of, and honestly most of them are not that useful. And the annoying thing is that it's linked to your moral rank. So for example, if you like the highest one that requires high moral, like for example this one requires 12, 7, 0. For example, if let's say you like this skill, and you have to reach moral rank 12, and every time you start a new mission, your moral rank starts from 0, sorry. and basically that skill. For example, you see on the right. Oops. What I meant to do. If you look at the bottom right, the stone skill that I like to use is grayed out because I don't have the right moral rank to use it, which affects your gameplay. Because if you enjoy mixing certain type of skills, that means at the beginning you can't use them, especially if you have to reach, for example, level 12 or something higher. So one thing I do, one thing you can do is use the elixir to raise your rank artificially. This one. So if you use it, you're gonna raise your moral rank. For example, here I used it for to raise it to 4, but it's gonna reduce my ki, my spirit, which is kind of the side effect of using this. And you can actually use it effectively just before a boss fight, so that you can the closer your moral rank to the enemy, the more damage you do and the less damage you receive. So a lot of times a rule of thumb is if your moral rank is like 5, the difference between your moral rank and the enemy is 5 or more, then you have to be extra careful in terms of taking damage, because they can, if your health for example is at 80%, you might actually get killed in one shot if you take one of those flash attacks. A lot of guys up there. Lift your head. Yeah, is there anything else you'd like to know, or you just wanna just continue playing? I think this is the... Ooh, this one. The stamina bar? You mean the spirit? Like the one that has, for example, now it turned into orange and is refilling. So the bottom half of the spirit bar is similar to the key in Neo. But basically, if you use any special skills, it's gonna consume spirit like this. It's consume 2 bars, and it's gonna refill automatically over time. If you dodge, it's gonna consume a little bit. One difference with Neo is that running at high speed, for example, this doesn't consume any spirit. So that's a good thing. You can run around without worrying about losing ki like in Neo. What else? Now the blue part is because the difference is that you can here, for example, if you rest, it's gonna go back to the middle, and that's kind of your 0. And on the right side, that's the plus. That's something you can farm by deflecting or with basic attacks. So this is one part which makes the game easier than Neo. So in Neo, if you use basic attacks, you still lose spirit. In Wulong, it's the opposite. If you use this attack and they hit the enemy, you're gonna be farming spirit. You can raise it to the blue if you successfully hit an enemy. So this is part where it makes it a little bit easier than Neo, because you have less spirit management to worry about. Because if you are in the orange, for example, you use 2 skills like this and you're almost down, and then you can just focus on deflecting and then farming with the attacks. That way you can bring it to the blue, and then you can use more skills. So yeah, that's the gist of it. Where's this? I come from here. I was gonna show an example, but there were more enemies than. For example, watch here. I have my spirit in neutral. I'm gonna try to kill this guy with just basic attacks, and you'll see how it's gonna turn blue. Oops. Then over time, the blue also reduces to the middle. So effectively, you can just kill everyone without using any spirit by just using the basic attack button. Whenever you hear that sound, I aggro somebody. Where was I? Up. By the tiger. See if I can difference in my. That's not good. So I would say the moral rank in the initial game, initial difficulty doesn't matter because I honestly don't pay attention to it. But in this new game plus, it matters a lot. Enemies hit a lot harder. And the loot is another problem of this game, similar to Neo. You get a lot of junk. A bunch of useless stuff. Especially once you upgrade and max out some gear. Anything you get afterwards is gonna be weaker. Just a time. So I just salvage everything. Alright, now I forgot where I was supposed to go. Yeah, it's funny because during the demo, a lot of streamers were saying, "Oh, finally, this game looks better than Neo because we don't have that much crap loot." But turns out I would say it's a little bit worse overall. Here I killed all those idiots. Okay. So I think... So I want to actually go to a save point to check how I can change appearance. So I haven't actually tried to do that. So I was trying to make Alpha. Since Alpha is like your main character, maybe some back on this. Actually, I haven't tried. Let's see if there is anything I can do here. Level up. Yeah, I don't think it's here. I think I have to go to the village. That must be where it is. But yeah, I tried to imitate. One thing is that the length of the hair has a problem. You can't. It's very limited. Oh yeah, I can try one thing. I haven't checked in a while. I wanted some different armors so you can change the look. I think the... Oh, yeah. So this is what I do. I usually just salvage all the 3-star or below stuff. Really, maybe I need to check in terms of weapons. Just making sure I didn't lose any staff or spear. Those are the only weapons I'm interested in right now. Just check quickly. These are all the weapons. Let's see. staff, there still is this garbage one. Spear. I have a 3-star. No, I think I checked already. It's bad. It's too small. Bad. Look at this slow motion. Oh gosh. Yeah. This I can farm. I can salvage.
今日は何にする？
It's safe to salvage everything. That's 3-star. Yeah. Everything. And also salvage. That's okay. I like to keep collecting the 4-star ones because they are good. In a new game, plus there is 5-star gear. You try to upgrade? No, nothing. Okay, that's fine. So here you can decorate. You can change the appearance of stuff. So, for example, I changed the appearance of this decoration. Remove decorations. Hi. Some pants. Decorate. So here, any gear you previously got, you can use it similar to Neo. You can use it to basically change the appearance of the gear you have right now. Not sure actually what works well. It's pretty cheap, so what should I use on her? Something that doesn't look like sweatpants, because most of the pants here look like sweatpants. This maybe? Yeah, no. She looks like she's wearing diapers. Do I have to repay to get it? Yeah, this is stupid. Even if you buy something, you lose it right after. That's stupid. I don't like. Actually, you know what? It's me. Here's 110. This is the one I had before. Yeah, this looks cool, right? It looks like she's going to summer party and preparing to fight if there's anything that breaks out. Okay. Yeah, so I can't change her appearance, unfortunately, for now. Okay, now I need to switch back to the game because I have no idea where I was going. Okay, so there is a point over there. Checkpoint. Okay, I should be going. So the sad thing is that I might end up playing like this. One thing I do actually, I forgot to mention, is that I don't play side missions, which means for somebody who plays the side missions, they will probably have higher stats and better gear. It's just my way of making the game a little bit difficult on myself because it's too easy, I think. So that's one thing I'm doing here, just to justify when I suck at the game and I get killed too easily, so I'm trying to excuses. What is that raged guy? The guy is down here. Yeah. Sorry, doggy. care of these. Let's see. It's treasure. Level 1. Elixir. Oh. Hi, bro. Give me a good staff or spear, please. 2-star garbage. I don't care about the stars. I just want something that's already pre-upgraded with good moves. That's all I care about. 3-star is actually really usable in this game. 3-star, you can literally finish the game with 3-star weapons. 2-star, it's like, Okay, let me just use all this junk. 30,000, that's too much. So one thing I do is, you see at the bottom left, the thing that shows my number of points, 59k. So the worst here is every time you die, you lose half of your points, unless you use some sort of build that reduces the amount of points you lose. One thing I do is, whenever I see my points close to leveling up, then I use these things to make up for the remaining points, so that I can make sure to level up before I go to the next enemies, because that way, even if I die, I don't lose a lot of points. So I have to min-max like this because I don't clear side missions. I just go through the story right away. I'm usually low. My level is usually lower. For example, here, if I try to level up, the next is going to be this, so 68,000, and now I have 9,000 short, so 9,000, I min-max here, 6,000, 600, so let's use, yeah, it's fine, you can use 2, a little bit above, but I don't want to overcomplicate things, and then I level up. That way, even if I die, and then I somehow don't... If you kill the one who killed you, you get the points back. But sometimes you die in stupid ways, and you don't want to go back to that enemy because it's unnecessary. So this way, I just don't worry. I only have 3,000 points. 3,000 points is not even one enemy kill, so it's no big deal if I lose them. Okay. Let's see... Okay, this one is clear. Oh gosh, these are respawns. Oh gosh. See, my points already went up 6,000, so it's already 1,000, even though I killed super. Okay, this part I already cleared. Where am I going? I'm supposed to... This is actually just a side point or what? I used to remember this map. This was the same map used in the demo. I used to be really good at remembering this map. Did they kill him? Okay, thanks. So this I cleared. Map is saying go this way. But just... I think I need to cross the bridge. That's why I'm lost. Bridge. So one thing is that the finisher move is actually broken. If it shows that the lock-on button, if it shows orange or like brown color, that means you can do a finisher move. Or if you do stealth move, it's gonna show up as, you know, orange or brown. But in this game, it's kind of broken. Even if it shows that color, that doesn't mean you can actually kill. It can trigger the finishing move. I think it's just a bug. And here, if that doesn't trigger, she usually does this, which is super slow and makes it really messy for me. Instead of triggering the faster finisher move. Okay, I think this is where I was supposed to go, right? Yes. So I was here. Fought the stupid tiger. Oh, here's a path. So sometimes it doesn't trigger. This finisher move gives you iframes and also is fast. But if the game is buggy and she does this instead, it's really slow and I take hits and the damage is much lower. Oh, this guy is strong. I have plenty of arrows. You can... Dead, huh? It's the level jump in So one way to tell that you are on the right path is by looking at the level, the moral rank of the enemy. It starts from 0 and reaches up to 20 or... Yeah, I think 20 is the max for the enemy. Here maybe it's higher because it's end game. That's one way to tell whether you're on the right path. Because if you, for example, you start from 0, you will level up to like 3 or 4, and then suddenly you meet an enemy that's moral rank, for example, 20. That usually means you took a short path and you are gonna struggle. And sometimes for speedrunners, that's actually a good thing. Because what you can do is just go here and use all the elixir, all 3 of them, and you make up the difference. For example, you can increase it to like 12 or 15 or something to reduce the difference between you and the enemy, and you can start kicking butt. So for speedruns, this guy you actually don't have to fight it. This mini boss. But I play the game like a completionist almost. I don't get all the flags. I usually miss 1 or 2 flags. But whenever I see an enemy, I like to kill him. Okay, let's see. Let's prepare for the barrel. Hard. Yeah, see, the moral rank is different. 1 hit. It wasn't even a strong hit, and I almost died. Oh, my first 5-star gear. Yay. Let's check what this 5-star gear is about. I think it's pants. 5-star gear and already pre-leveled to level 8. This is insane. Oh yeah, I'm definitely equipping this. Let's see. Gives higher physical resistance, spirit defense. What's my spirit defense right now? Actually, the existing stuff is not bad, and I have burn accumulation. That's kind of the build I was trying to go for. Shooting weapon. No, that's bad. Deflect spirit consumption. That's good. Status, yeah, status effect accumulation. That's one thing I was going for. Burn accumulation is there. Damage received is reduced. Ice resistance is useless. Yeah, I'm gonna equip this. Just because I don't think the difference between agility A and B are that different. So agility is the same thing as in Neo. You see my agility on the right is A. Sometimes it's actually plays against me because I trigger dodge, not on purpose because she's so responsive. I think B is still okay. It's not that bad. But it's been a while. I've gotten used to agility A, so I'm not sure if I can switch back. But yeah, this gear is really good. I wonder if I can actually go to... Yeah, I can upgrade it to level 9. I think I have enough material. Oh, what's this? Rank 9 leather, that's good. Rank 2. I need rank 5 stuff. That's the thing that's blocking me right now. 2. I only get to rank 1, rank 2, and... Okay. Where am I going? $33. That's a save point. By the way, Asam, if there's anything you would like to see, just let me know, because I already cleared the game, so I'm just messing around right now. I just want to study a little bit the weapons. I might make a video later, like a sort of guide for weapons. Because honestly, the weapons are the biggest problem in this game. Most of them suck, like, big time. So, depending on your playstyle, there are only few weapons that matter. Actually, one thing that I wanted to mention is this game is kind of lying to you. If you go here, if you count the number of types of weapons, let's say we start with staff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13, right? So the game pretends that it has 14 weapons, but in reality it's not. It's really maybe 3 or 4 weapons. The reason is they share all the same movesets. For example, let's try Oh, I discarded all my weapons, so it's hard to make my point. But let's see dual swords, okay? And then look at the moveset. This is dual swords. Let's check this one. She basically rotating go in the sky, right? So if you go here, this is dual sabers. Exactly same move. Look, this one, the first move, and this one. So basically, and let's check this. This one is different, slightly different move, but look at this one. So dual sabers and dual swords have basically the same move sets. And halberds also say they have one unique move. I think it's this one, this one that you should see here. But a lot of the weapons, for example, this one, see, it has that jumping in the air. Many of them, many of the dual swords have this. And to make things even worse, if you look at the basic attacks, for example, let's say we use this, and then I do. This is the basic attack moves, right? So if I switch to a saber, okay, this is how it looks. It starts almost the same. Half of the moves are shared. It's exactly the same as the halberds. If I go to dual swords, look how it looks. Pretty much the same. So not only they share the basic attacks, but also they share the special attacks. The only thing that changes is the speed, which is literally stupid. It's not a different class of weapon. It's just different speed and different maybe spirit damage. Generally, speed is like inverse proportional to damage. So the faster the weapon, the less damage you do. So this one is the fastest, I think, in terms of dual swords. Okay. And if you switch to the slowest in the dual stuff is the halberds. Same moves, but just slower. So this is the thing that pisses me off. It's literally laziness. If you look at Neo 2 especially, the skill tree for the weapons and the attention to detail and the amount of customization you can do is insane. I know one criticism for Neo 2 was that it's overwhelming, because there's a lot of things you can change and whatnot. But honestly, you can stick around with just very basic moves. For example, what's the name? The moon move, where like you rotate. There are like 3 moves you can just stick around with combos, and that's it. You don't have to access everything and unlock the entire skill tree. You don't need to. But if you don't like a move, you can look at the skill tree and replace it with something that you are more comfortable with, right? Here, not only it's RNG, but it's literally 13 classes of weapons that share the same moveset. Essentially, the only difference is speed. So in reality, it's just 3, maybe maximum 5 weapons. I haven't counted the amount of sharing that's going on, but I'm guessing it's around 5 weapons that in reality, and they change the speed, same moveset, and you have 0 control over the movesets because it's all RNG, right? You drop a 5-star weapon, it's gonna have maybe completely shitty movesets. And that's kind of, to me, the thing that's the shittiest about this game. That's just my opinion. Because a lot of people talk about other things. The deflect mechanic and the spirit management, I think it's good. It's different from Neo. It's not better, it's just different, and that's fine. But in terms of weapon selection, weapon customization, and the movesets, most of them are either they don't have the speed, they don't have the range, and worst of all, you can't change anything, and it's all RNG. And there is not much selection. Maybe in DLCs there are gonna be some interesting weapons, For example, I like the staff. The staff reminds me of Tonfas, but I couldn't find any staff weapon that has any movesets I like. And it reduces my enjoyment. I literally cleared the game with weapons I dislike. And right now I'm using a 1-star weapon just because I like the moveset, because everything else that's 4 stars sucks. So that's the thing that almost no YouTuber is gonna tell you that I've been. Hey guys. Yeah. And the thing is, the game is fun. Like, if you try to find a game that has this kind of martial arts style gameplay that also has some Souls-like mechanics and enemies, it's not hard. It's very hard to find. Like I did not play Elden Ring simply because I looked at videos and I didn't find anything that will satisfy my gameplay. Forgot about him. I think one thing I can kind of guess what went through their heads, because one of the criticism of Neo 2 was it was overwhelming for casual players. Difficulty was too steep, and so they reduced the difficulty. They tried to streamline many things. For example, one thing they streamlined, I think it's a good thing. For example, if I walk slowly behind an enemy, I can sneakily kill them. And this is something I don't need to unlock in a skill tree. It's by default always on, you know? So that's a good thing. I don't want to waste time or lock something behind this useful behind a skill tree. There are many other things that got streamlined, and I like it compared to Neo 2. Neo 2, there was too much stuff that I think should have been default instead of being locked behind a skill tree. But the weapon selection and everything, that's like no problem. It's like I have to go back to play Neo just because this game doesn't really provide what I want. And yeah, I forgot something. Yeah, Elden Ring, I checked the Japanese katana gameplay. It's not fast enough, but it's still really good. And I was like, okay, maybe I can find the gameplay that can actually let me finish off this guy first. So if you fail to deflect, your moral rank also reduces. But if you basically follow all of the flags, most of the time you land around 20 moral rank at the final boss, which is high enough, even if you're at like 25, you lose one time against the... If you don't kill immediately the boss, your moral rank will drop significantly. So that's why min-maxing moral rank is actually not that useful once you reach 18 to 20. Hey, Sneaky. Let's try that. Hey, OMWX. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Where am I supposed to go next? Oh, keyboard mouse? Yeah, I don't play with that. I use the PS4 controller. And the nice thing about the PS4 controllers here, at least in this game, is that you don't need any Xbox emulator. It works out of the box. And if I do this, for example, it shows the correct button layout and everything. And like some other games, for example, there is another game that pretends to be Souls-like, which is called Strayed Lights or something. It's there was a beta last week. I tried it. Don't bother with it, by the way. It's pretty... I don't think it's good. It's beautiful and it's nice. Like it has like Breath of the Wild type of, you know, landscape, which looks really nice. But the actual fighting and the gameplay is pretty boring. It has the deflect mechanic, but that's why it calls itself like a Souls-like, I guess. But the biggest problem with that game is that that's all there is to it. It's just deflect, 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 and counter, counter, counter. There's not much, you know, move sets or anything. They have special moves like stunning the enemy and so on, and I think it doesn't really solve the problem of the game. That's just boring. And the enemies, they don't have much downtime for you to use some special skills. Whenever they are awake, they just keep hitting you non-stop. So that's kind of what I realized, that game is just not worth trying. Honestly, it's really boring. The way I felt is like I am playing a Guitar Hero game, because you have to switch colors and then deflect, switch colors, deflect, and you have to basically dance with the enemy. It really felt like playing a Guitar Hero game, not a Souls-like game, which is kind of funny. So that game, sorry I diverged, that game had the same issue I had with when playing Punishing Grave Raven. It basically doesn't detect the PS4 control unless I use the DualShock software, and inside the game it's just detecting an Xbox controller. So every time I'm pressing the wrong buttons because I don't know what because I don't know which button I'm pressing, because it says A and B, and I'm like, okay, what is A and B? I don't remember. So okay, so this guy Asami, since you are playing the game, you probably will play the game. This is the guy that rerolls material, but I think it's buggy because every time I give it something, it returns to me the same rarity, which is good, but always gives me accessories. So you see, accessories are like the weakest type of gear, because they give no defense. So I already have too many of them. I keep selling them, they come back. And you can min-max the special effects, but that's it. There's not much stats to them. So when I try to drop any type of gear, it always gives me an accessory. of the same rarity, which is really frustrating. But let's see, maybe you guys can maybe are gonna help break my curse. Let's drop some 5-star, 4-star crap. I usually drop heavy armor type of stuff. Heaviness, ignition, enemy. Unless I see something good about it. I don't want to drop something that has already pre-upgraded. Truck is good. I need chill. Yeah, ice is like the thing I dislike, and this is medium. Let me drop this. Poison. Poison is also something I'm not interested in, but I can salvage some material from that one. The heck? Okay. I need to find a heavy... You know what? That's fine. I'm gonna drop it. I want to check something. Because it's upgraded, which means if it gives me accessories, I even lose salvageable stuff to salvage, like leather. Which really sucks. But let's see what it gives me. Lucky Panda. If it gives me an accessory, I'm gonna riot. What the hell is that? It's a document. Wait. No, it's not a document. This is what I got. Yeah, it's an accessory. So it gives me a 5-star accessory. So it's interesting because it gives me something that's higher rarity, which I never experienced before. But still, it's an accessory. I give up a big piece of gear and it gives me an accessory, which is really pissing me off. I've been having this repeatedly, like non-stop. I never got anything that's not an accessory from this guy. Okay, let me see quickly what I can. Heaviness. Heaviness is metal, right? Spirit, copper obtention, spirit consumption, negative, and more range. Luck, flame attack, really. This one is probably better to be replaced. Yeah, anyway, that's exactly another complaint. So, I was planning to make a guide with all these complaints because I don't think any YouTuber was doing this, but the game already has a lot of criticism, especially on PC. So I was like, it's still fun. So I didn't want to kill it for those who want to try it. It's still a fun game, but I'm so disappointed at so many levels. Especially comparing to Neo 2. Okay. Oh. I need to kill the mage. Where is it? It's here. Get rid of the Wait, there was no flag? I thought there was a flag here, because I saw a lot of red. Okay, this is where we have 2 tigers, level 16, and my moral link is 15. They changed the position. That tiger used to walk further away. Okay. Just explore here. Maybe there's a flag before I forget. More mages. Come on, lift your head. Don't be shy. Who's song? Oh. It has to be a headshot. These guys are annoying when you fight other enemies. Because this guy is... What's this area? Why is it more rank here? Flag. What's this here? I need to kill the tigers first. I don't remember what's there, but I remember this 3-star. Let's see if I can. Nope. Alright, wasn't so bad. So this I cleared already, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so this is the last. This is the last part before the final boss. Yeah, getting closer. There's that big guy. How many potions? 5. Yeah, that's good enough. Just get in. This is it. Is this the final one? Oh no, this is the shortcut. Do I need the shortcut? I think I need the shortcut, because I think this is where... Wait, where is the save point? Oh, it's here. We don't need to fight. Why did those guys attack? Oh my god, they aggroed. Stupid. They probably attacked it. So now I have to kill it to get back all my points. See, now I have 16,000 points because these idiots aggroed this enemy. And my enemy got stronger. What's the enemy here? I don't remember. This one is easy. Oh, this guy is new. Okay, they just added this guy, I guess. I don't remember fighting him. Where's that guy? this is the final stage. Let me see. I think clicks here. I can't. There's. So 4 out of 5. As usual, I always forget one flag. It's fine. Good. This. It's 70. Need to kill one enemy. Oh. This one would do. Yep. Just making sure I'm not losing too much. Yeah, just hopefully the current boss is gonna be as easy as the one, because I don't like it. This boss is stupid. Yeah, this enemy also one-shots with basic moves, so that's kind of the problem with this endgame stuff. I'll probably switch to medium armor instead of light armor. Well, it doesn't help that I have a 1-star weapon with upgrade 4. Won't do much damage.
たっぷり取らせて起き上がれ同志まだ安い時では好天立つべし
Yeah, these ones. Hard to keep track of. I'm not even taking the red flash attacks, it's just basic attacks. And it kills me. Actually, the spirit beast I'm using is actually not good here because he teleports and the tiger needs the enemy to stay in one place. Maybe I can use a different beast. I haven't explored actually damage reduction. I never tried this. This looks interesting. Let's try it out.
貴殿と参人を共にできると光栄の極み。鬼に金棒商品。
光天の世の礎となる。死角をついたか。さてはお主の男だ。形はたっぷり取らせる。
Yeah, all that fighting and I got a 1-star. Alright. That wasn't too bad, I guess. This boss in the main story, without any help, I could kill it on my first try. So I really need better gear for New Game Plus. But it's not dropping a good weapon. Let me try and see. This is star one. Wait, what? Spear. This is better. guess this is the best I can do for now. Yeah. Okay, at least I got this. It's much better than before. Okay, what else?
いらっしゃい。
There's nothing else I can do. I need to find how to change her appearance. Why does she look like this? Oh, I changed the pants.
お腹空いてきちゃった。狩りでも行くとするかな。
Okay, back to summer style outfit. Okay, need to find where to change my appearance.
これまでを拙者お主がいつ来てもいいとこだなと聞いてや世俗とお主と
Yeah, this is where I wish somebody who played the game
この国広しといえどはどうだ
how to change my appearance.
私への土産があると見た。なるほど。へえ。私のわがままにここまで付き合って楽しい日々が送れたのはあなたのおかげ。どうぞこれお礼。まだ里から出ちゃダメだって読み物集めるの。
Yeah, what she gave me is actually useful. To level up my reinforcement. Who else I haven't talked to in a while?
そろそろいらっしゃる頃合いか。家事こちら。厳しい戦いあなたに。
Whoa. Talk to those guys. Oh, I didn't go this way.
真の敵は己の中にあり。なるほど。こちらの盲点であったわ。なるほど、盲点。 た来た来た。
What's this?
この舌がしびれるような食感がな、癖になるのよ。来た来た来た。もっともっと食べた。
よう、黄金と戦く戦をな、ここが気に入ったのなら。そういやお前さん、酒はいける口な、うちの興味があるならかみさんがほちょっくらでか。
あんた確か何もない沙汰だ。お酒に今度お酒に合う食べ今度だ。やっ
老師から聞いたよ。新鮮。あんたの顔見られて安心したよ。そうそう、これから
ここに来たということは。
Okay, this is the one I was looking for. I was right behind. Hey, Asami, are you still there? Oh, are you leaving? Because I'm gonna sign off soon. But I just wanted to show the character creation. Yeah, my biggest problem was the hair. think Alpha's hairstyle was this, if I remember. I actually don't remember. I had the picture before. I think it was the... no. This. I do this and then add this. Yeah, this was, I think, the closest to Alpha's hair, but the problem is the length. Because if I choose this as the longest, this is the longest hair you can get. For example, if I choose this and I go to how do you increase the size? Color, hair tips. Yeah, this is the thing I don't like. I go here, come out. Oh, never mind. This doesn't look bad. Something bothers me. His hair. Let's choose this. Yeah. See the length here? It was already set to the maximum, which is stupid. This is already the maximum that you have. Can't change anything. So if I switch to, for example, a different hairstyle that I like, let's say this one. See, it's always set to the maximum. Anyway, I think this with this is the closest to Alpha I can get, but the hair is gonna look short from behind. So another thing similar to Neo is the respecing, I think, reset parameters. So this is, I think, yeah, you can respec for free, literally zero cost. So you can choose to minimax like this. So this is really nice. What the heck is this? Okay. Accolades processed. Okay, for 40,000. I didn't know about this menu before. What's this? Oh, randomly obtain 1 star or 2 star. Like, so which means if I go here, randomly obtain 3 star or 4 stars for sword, and it only costs 2,800. So that's basically gacha. Straight saber, curved saber. But this is actually really good. I didn't know this. It made my life hard for it. You know, I should have went here directly. Okay, let's go with staff. I'm really hoping to get something good. 3 star. Let's see the moveset. Oh, that looks stupid. Not bad. Kind of short. Area of effect. Let's buy another one. No. No. Is this it? Like, there's nothing better? Too long. And the other one is the worst move in the game. Yep. Show me something good. Nope. No, wait. This is not bad. Has good area of effect. No, too slow. No. Oh. Okay. Let's just use spear, I guess. See if I can get the same one I have already, but nope. Not 3-star. Okay, this song is good, but only half of it is good. Let's see. Nope. We can get anything useful in the end. How do I get these accolade rewards? Takes like 5 hours to just gonna stick to my existing ones. Can't believe a 1-star weapon is the best thing I have. Alright, I think I'm gonna sign off. I'll continue to stream New Game Plus. I just want to see if the entire story is available, and hopefully it gets easier because my gear right now sucks because I'm changing how I'm playing. So I need 20,000. Alright, I think I'm gonna sign off, and thanks guys for joining me. I'll try to do these more frequently so that I can finish the New Game Plus. If you are interested in any, guys, let me know in the one. This try my best. You know, guides to make your life better when playing this game. It's still fun, but I think there are a lot of things that could have been done better. But you know, that's what we have so far.